in Iowa City. It's a brisk, cool fall afternoon, and it feels like football weather. This is what they call football weather, isn't it, Ross?
Yeah, dude, I had my jacket on. I got my fishing jacket here. I had my jacket on at the game watch party out in Dad's garage. So
this is 3 weeks in a row, and this is 3 weeks in a row in Dad's garage. You got to be. That's becoming like your staple right now.
So, man, I wish that his internet signal were strong enough for me to go out there. I can try if you want.
No. Let's keep it now.
The setup out there is really, really cool. We just got my dad. He's got this great big 2-car detached garage that he always had at his shop when he was in construction. We've turned that into like his man cave for him. So a lot of us put in the work to get it to that point. So now we're all trying to enjoy it here this football season.
Of course, the Hawks take on Purdue. Something new this year, right? It's on Peacock. Peacock. A lot of people are not going to be able to watch this game today.
Which again, dude, my dad's 76. Okay.
Okay.
Getting Peacock was an adventure. Getting Peacock into my dad's garage. This has been like landing on the moon for us as a family. So we did it.
Good. Mission accomplished. And believe it or not, thanks to Greg Chance, we have Peacock in the studio because I probably would have been in your dad's garage with you because we have limited TV or viewing opportunities here. And lo and behold, we asked for something and we actually got it. That never happens around here. Dude,
listen, people won't know this, but Greg Chance, who's well known in the Des Moines community as Chance from KISS FM, he just joined us again back at the radio station here in the last 8 months or so. What a blessing that dude has been, man. He's actually going to be producing the show tonight. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. I know. I think he's kind of excited. I think he's excited to join us. Though it's going to be weird to have like a boss in here looking over us. Right?
That's what I was going to say. When was the last time we had a boss produce our show? The answer is never. Never.
Man, so Purdue comes in averaging almost they give up like 30 points a game. They put 44 on the board last week. Interesting part is Tyrone Tracy, former Iowa receiver, has transferred to Purdue. He was there last year, played wide receiver. He's their running back, their I-back this year, and he's a hell of a running back, Ross.
He is a good running back. I think he had over 100 yards last week, right?
Yeah. So, he's had a couple over 20 carries, I believe.
I mean, become a workhorse for him, not just like scat back type of thing. He's become a little bit of a workhorse for them. You know, how much of that do the Hawkeye defense have to worry about? Running the ball against this Hawkeye defense is not supposed to be easy, but we've seen teams have some success with it already this season. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to bring up homecoming. You know, we kind of make fun of homecoming, whether it's a big deal or not. And I know it's a big deal to a lot of people. But Purdue was a homecoming spoiler 2 years ago in 2021. And people don't forget that. And people think there's like a Purdue curse. I don't believe in the curse. But this Iowa-Purdue matchup is always it's an intriguing one always.
Listen, Trev, I don't think there's a Purdue curse. I don't think there's a Northwestern curse or Pat Fitzgerald curse. I think that there is an ability to see tendencies and plan for those tendencies. And Purdue has been very good at that the last couple of years. We don't have to go back far. I mean, every Purdue game, they seem to be able to exploit one weakness in this defense, and usually it's up over the top. And they get a ton of receiving yards. Whether it was David Bell a couple years ago with like 200 yards, you know, that's the type of stuff that makes me nervous. I don't think it's a jinx or a curse. I think that is some coaches are able to scheme against this defense better. They're able to get this week and prepare their team for the either A, dink and dunk, take what this Iowa defense gives you the whole way down the field and keep them on the field. Or what Purdue has had success with is somehow big plays, which this defense is designed to not give up. Yeah. So it's a difficult team to play.
Deacon Hill making his first start as quarterback for Iowa. Of course, Cade McNamara out with for the season with the torn ACL. We talked a little bit about it on the Morning Rush yesterday, and that is the pressure factor. Is there more or less pressure? I actually took the less pressure because he doesn't have to worry about Cade coming back in 3-4 weeks and whether he can keep his job. Now he can just go out, play quarterback, knowing full well the position is his. However, the pressure is you got to make plays. You got to go out and deliver. You got to go win football games.
You know, Trav, you kind of swung me on that, right? And I do think it's a great conversation and a really good question. And I would like to know how Deacon Hill is feeling about it right now, because I absolutely could understand both sides of it. I mean, the obvious answer is it's his first real go here. It's homecoming. He's got to be nervous. It's got to be a big time game in his mind. But I like what you're thinking here. And I think for a lot of athletes, they're able to kind of move those pieces on the chessboard mentally, right? And say, no, this is a good thing for me. I can calm down now. Now I get to be myself and play the Deacon Hill football that I want to play. I don't have to go in there looking over my shoulder and worried about every mistake that I make is going to cost me a second string spot. Now I get to go be the starter and play football. So I like that. And I think you're probably right.
Iowa, 2.5-point favorite, the over-under at 38.5. I actually like the Hawkeyes in this matchup. I don't know about the point total, but I do think Iowa wins today.
I do too, Trav. I think Hawkeyes beat Purdue. This is why I don't gamble, dude. I have no idea. No idea. This game could be 10-9. This game could be 28-27. I do think the Hawkeyes win. I am thinking it's going to be a very close game, just because this team has not shown me that they have that sort of ability to blow out a Big Ten team like that.
Yeah, it's let's be honest. We can have the discussion later on the Jethro's Barbecue Sound Off. By the way, if you go to the Jethro's locations throughout Des Moines and Central Iowa, they have the Peacock Network. You can watch the game at Jethro's, and so just order lunch, order half a rack of ribs. That's what Ross is getting. I'm getting a half a rack of ribs, and enjoy that. But yeah, it will be it'll be really, really interesting with this matchup. So you enjoy your father's house. You're saying it smells like an old person's house now? You walked in the house.
Why it's say that? Why, hey, dude, these are conversations I have with my friend in private. Okay, you don't bring that stuff to the air.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, man.
Hey, between us, while we're just here.
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on? My dad's house has never smelled like. By the way, do you like the leg lamp?
Oh yeah. I like the balances. The balances aren't in anymore, by the way. You can tell your dad his curtains.
Wait. That's a remnants of my mom. That ain't going away. I can promise you that. I can promise, unfortunately. But dude, yeah, that's like this. It's like this smell.
Well, I think it's lack of movement. There's just one person in there, and you just don't move around, right? You just stay and watch TV, and there's no air movement.
I don't know what it is. And we all know what I'm talking about. Every single person knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
My dad's house has never had that smell that makes it smell like my grandparents' house. I walked in today. I'm like, smells like an old person's house.
Here's why. Because your kids are old enough now, they'll remember your dad's house, and they'll have a grandparent smell now. So the smell just moves from grandparent to grandparent.
It's like a rite of passage, you're saying?
It is. For some reason, the smell, and it's kind of like a stale, kind of a musty smell, right?
Yeah, you're nailing it. Yeah. So, but it also has, it almost has this like weird 40s perfumey hint to it, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're the one you see. They had the little straw and the pump. You know? Pump. Yes.
All right. I'm like, well, there's none of that in here.
Listen to the game on News Radio 1040 WHO. You can listen to it in central Iowa within 70 miles of Des Moines on the iHeartRadio app. Don't forget, Ross and I are going to be on after the game with the Jethro's Barbecue Sound Off. We're on from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight, taking your phone calls. We think we're going to be talking about an Iowa win, and there's so much other stuff to talk about as well. The new Big Ten schedules are coming out. So we will talk to you after the game. Ross, enjoy it with your dad.